Thanks to all of you for being here. Admiral, if I could just start with you, can we talk a little bit about the shipbuilding, the three different profiles that are included in the plan released, I think, on April 20th? My question, I guess, is this. Is the Navy confident that each of those profiles would allow it to meet the operational requirements for deterring a Chinese fait accompli vis-a-vis Taiwan?
The first two profiles, alternate 1 and 2, were fiscally constrained in terms of no real budget growth, and the types of forces you could have at the same funding line with differences in manned and unmanned between the two. The alternative 3 was a industrial base limited, as we understand it today, and for an additional $75 billion, it equates to about 2% a year. What type of options and force structure could that develop? I will say in the shipbuilding plan itself, it says that alternative 3 most closely approaches the previous analytical work that was used to generate the shipbuilding plan.
But my question is, I appreciate that, but can I just drill down on that a little bit? I want to be clear on, do each of these profiles, 1, 2, and 3, will they allow the Navy, is the Navy confident that they will allow you to meet the operational requirements necessary to respond to what's the pacing challenge in the pacing theater, the pacing scenario in the pacing theater?
I would say we have the most confidence in alternative 3.
Okay, so not in 1 and 2. You have less confidence in 1 and 2.
That's correct.
Okay, thanks. That's very helpful. General Huckle, can I turn to you? I want to ask you about anti-ship missiles. The Marine Corps has put anti-ship missiles at the top of the unfunded requirements list for the last 2 years, I think, if I've got that right. Did not do so this year. Can you just explain why that is?
Sir, the Nemesis, the Navy Marine Corps Expeditionary Strike Interdiction System with the Naval Strike Missile, which you're referring to, very successful, by the way, is still our #1 priority, sir. Are you referring to the UPL where the Commandant put the LPD 33 for advanced procurement?
I'm sorry. I'm having. Can you repeat that, General?
Yes, sir. So right now, the Nemesis remains our #1 priority.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. No question. I think. Are you talking about the unfunded priorities list?
Yes.
With LPD 33, sir? Because that is the Commandant's. Obviously, force design. We the Marine Corps are very confident. And I think the Navy, we're on a good trajectory. Our concern right now is primarily amphibious ships.
Okay. So I guess what I'm driving at here is, are you satisfied that you're getting everything that you need to accelerate fielding the capabilities that you're going to need for the expeditionary advanced base operations
Absolutely,
concept?
sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Good. And while I've got you here, General, I just want to register my thanks. I think the work on the Force Design 2030 has been outstanding, and I know that, as Senator King alluded to a minute ago, that there's some controversy about that. I know some people are upset that, for instance, Marine Corps is cutting tanks, but the Indo-Pacific's primarily a maritime theater, and I think you're doing a great job on that, and I really think it's that this kind of bold rethinking is a model for
Senator, thank
else.
you. And I just, it's Lytle Hart, the British strategist, said the only thing harder than getting a new thought into the military mind is getting an old one out. So, yes.
Well, good work. Very good work. Admiral, can I just come back to you? I want to ask you about anti-ship missiles as well. It looks like the Navy has chosen not to prioritize them. You haven't fully funded requirements related to the SM-6, LRASMs. They're on the unfunded requirement list. I'm just wondering why that is.
We have the LRASM upgrades, yes, that is part of the unfunded list in terms of capability. But we've tried to get all other important anti-ship weapons to include SM-16B, which should deliver in the future at almost, if not at maximum capacity, but near maximum capacity of the industrial base to produce.
Okay, so you anticipated my next question. Is it your view then that we're maxing out, Mr. Stefani, weigh in here if you want to, but are we maxing out the base's ability? Let's stick with the LRASMs if we could. Have we maxed out? Is it your view, does this request max out the industrial base's ability to produce LRASMs, or are we?
That is my understanding, sir, that we are maxing out. It's a joint Air Force, Navy.
Yeah, across all services, right? You got to look at everybody.
Right.
And same thing with SM-6, sir. We're
Okay.
at the max without an investment. We need,
Okay, so what would it, check my time here, what would it take to expand those production lines further so we can field as many as possible now and also surge production if we have a potential conflict?
We've done that analysis. I don't have it with me, but I'll take that for the record.
Okay, that would be very helpful. My time's expired. If we have time later, I'll come back for a second round. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Senator Blumenthal.